Welcome to the New Hope Upper Elementary Trojans Book Talk. Today, we'll be focusing on a few of the titles from the Magnolia Book Award list. There are 9 books on the list this year, but today we're only going to talk about the 5 fiction titles. First, I would like to tell you about a book written by Holly McGee titled Matilda, Bright and Tender. Now, I know that your first thought was that this is another book about the Matilda of movie fame from the Roald Dahl books, but you would be wrong. This is Matilda spelled with a Y, and she's a gecko. But the book isn't really about Matilda, it's about her owners, Susie and Guy. You see, Susie, which is short for Susquehanna Indiana Reed, and her friend Guy, they're 4th graders who've known each other since kindergarten. In fact, they're so close that Susie says she loves Guy more than anything. Well, Guy decides they need a pet all of their own, so they go to the pet store and they buy Matilda, the gecko. They feed her, take care of her, and imagine that she is really a warrior lizard, and they have a lot of fun creating fantastic stories for her. Then one day, while on a bike ride, there's a terrible, terrible accident, and, well, I don't want to give the story away, but I can tell you that things go really, really wrong. This is a book that's realistic fiction, and if you tend to cry at the sad parts in movies, then you might want to read this one somewhere all by yourself. The next book on the Magnolia list is also realistic fiction. It's called Big and Little Questions According to Wren Jo Bird, and it's written by Julia Bow. Now, Wren Jo Bird is also a 4th grader with a cat named Shakespeare, but that's about all these 2 books have in common. Wren is sent to live with her grandparents for the summer because her parents are getting a divorce. She doesn't tell her best friend Amber about it, and she goes all summer long without talking or even texting her, which leaves Amber upset and thinking that Wren doesn't want to be her friend anymore. So when school starts back, not only is Wren having to adjust to living with her mom during the week and her dad on the weekends, she no longer has a best friend to talk to because Amber has found a new friend. When Wren realizes that no one at school knows about her parents' divorce, she tries to keep it a secret, which results in a web of lies and big secrets that just make everything harder for Wren. Will Amber and Wren be able to work through things and remain friends? And what's going to happen when all those lies catch up with her? The last title on our realistic fiction genre is Short, written by Holly Goldberg Sloan. This story is about a girl named Julia Marks, a middle school girl who's unusually short for her age. Her mom forces her to try out for a summer production of the play The Wizard of Oz, and Julia is chosen to play the part of, you guessed it, a munchkin and a winged monkey, in spite of the fact that she can't even sing or dance. Will Julia be able to work through her insecurities and realize that it's not how big you are on the outside, but how big you are on the inside that counts? How will she manage to pull off singing and dancing on stage if she doesn't know how? This book is a lot of funny interactions between Julia and the other characters, so if you like to laugh when you read, I can definitely recommend this one. The next story is considered a mystery, and it's really funny too. The Real McCoys, written by Matthew Swanson and illustrated by Robbie Baer. The main character is a girl named Moxie McCoy, and she's determined to solve the mystery of who took the school mascot, a stuffed owl named Eddie, out of the display case. She's also looking for a new best friend because her best friend had to move away. Then there's her little brother, Milton, who she considers to be boring and especially annoying. But he turns out to be a lot more help than she realized. Will Moxie be able to stay out of the principal's office long enough to solve this mystery? Will she find a new best friend? And what will she do about Milton, the annoying little brother? This is the first book in a new series, and it reminds me a little bit of your Diary of a Wimpy Kid books with all of the drawings inside. So I think you probably might like this one if you like that series. The last book on our list today is Lulu and P and the Mural Mystery by Jill Diamond and illustrated by Leslie Vamoose. This one is also a mystery detective book, and it's part of a new series. It's about best friends Lulu Bombay and Peacock Pearl, or P for short, who live in a town called El Corazon, and they're about as different as 2 friends can be. Lulu loves to garden and get dirty, but P loves fashion and dressing up. Everyone in town is getting ready for the big celebration for the Day of the Dead. But mysterious things start happening, and Lulu and P begin to discover clues painted into the murals around town, but they're the only ones who notice. Will they be able to solve this mystery before the celebration is ruined for everyone? This is a fun new series, and I think those of you who like a little mystery will really enjoy this one. Well, that's all for today. Keep a watch out for the next installment of New Hope Trojans Book Talk, when we will look at all of the nonfiction books on this year's Magnolia Book Award list. If you need help finding them in the library, just ask me or Ms. Robinson, and we'll be more than happy to help you find them. Until next time, have a great day, and go Trojans! Read more books!